Yes.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, Toastmaster. Thank you, Toastmaster Kritika, and good afternoon to all Toastmasters, friends, and dear guests. As as the evaluator said, that the objective of my speech is to explain my communication style in a little detail. I'll come directly to the point and let you all know the styles that Toastmaster International has in store for us. According to Toastmasters International, there are four styles of communication, which I'm going to explain to you through a short story. And for that short stories, dear Toastmasters from Jorhat, I'm going to borrow some characters and I'm going to use them in my story. So please do not mind this. The story is set in the hotel of Jora Palace in the dining room where we usually have our EC meetings. Now, around that one round table, there are 8 people settled, and the scene is that we are about to have a PR event. It could be any time, like let's say February, just before the lockdown. And Toastmaster Jaydeep, he rushes up and he's super enthusiastic and he says that, all right, guys, let's have a huge PR event. Let's go to every single school, college, and university in Jorhat so that every single person above 18 years of age knows what Jorhat Toastmasters Club is all about. Toastmaster Priyam comes into the scene. He's deliberating. He says, Jaydeep, I agree, but there's a glitch. We need to have the number of the space for so many people, 100 people, like you said. We need to have mentors. We need to have proper equipment, etc., etc. So let's not go to so many colleges. Let's just shortlist them, and I think that should work out for now. Both the parties are having two different opinions, so they approached Toastmaster Jaya. Now, all the while she was silently listening to everybody, and then she comes up with a solution. Okay, I've heard what you said, Jaideep, and I've heard what you said, Priyam. Let's come to a midway. Let us have his enthusiasm and your methodology, and let us create a program which is going to be beneficial to all the members. All right, then that's settled. But hey, where's Kritika? Let's call her and ask her if she's free to help. So Toastmaster Jaya calls Toastmaster Kritika. Hi Kritika, we're thinking of having a PR event. Would you be free right now? Oh, hello Toastmaster Jaya. I'm actually a little busy. I'm shopping outside. So can you please tell me what I can do? So yeah, Kritika, actually we're thinking if you could make posters and prepare a theme for the entire event. Oh, all right, sure. I could do that. I'll just get back to you once I get free from here. Thank you. What was happening here? We realized that, I'm sure you have realized that there are 4 people having 4 different styles to communicate their ideas. We have Toastmaster Jaydeep, who's enthusiastic, full of energy, and he's the one who's initiating the conversation. This is the initiating style of communication. It's generally for social and fun-loving occasions. Next comes in Toastmaster Priyam. He has a methodological approach. This is the analytical style of communication, which is usually taken during a diplomatic conversation. And next we had Toastmaster Jaya. She was silently listening and she was supporting the entire communication by being a good audience. This is the supportive style of communication. And lastly, we had the 4th style, wherein there were 2 entities busy in their own worlds, and yet they had to communicate, and hence the communication was short and direct. So this is the direct style of communication. Now, what is my style? As per Toastmasters rating, I got a 6 on 10 for being very, very direct, and that is why I came directly to the point. Although it says that the people who are direct are they're goal setters and so on and so forth, they also tend to get impatient when they do not get good results or when they do not see the conversation proceeding as fast as they anticipate. So I'm really sorry, dear Toastmasters, if I've been impatient with you all. But apart from all of these, do you think it is possible for a person to have one style in every single scenario? I suppose no. For example, if I want my mom to cook something special, I just can't order her around, right? I'll have to go around and round, beat around the bushes and tell her that, Mom, the weather is beautiful. Mom, you are beautiful. Why don't you make some pakoras today? Or if my husband returns from work, then I would have to be very patient and I'll have to listen. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, you're right. Yes, yes, that person is not nice. Okay. Or in a different scenario, if I'm speaking with a client and the client tells me that should I put artificial plants or real plants in my balcony, I'll have to explain methodologically that if you receive sunlight or if you like to have a sit out, then maybe you can go for real plants. If not, maybe you can go for artificial plants in a different scenario. So in these three different cases, I was initiating in the first case, analytical in the third case, and supportive in the second case. Therefore, my dear friends, although I'm very, very direct most of the time, but depending upon the situation, depending upon the scenario, I can and I will have to change my communication style. And that also depends, and that also applies to everybody here. So therefore, friends, through this platform of Toastmasters International, I'm going to explore this communication style further. And with all your help and support and with the feedback which I get, I'm going to become a much better speaker. Thank you.